fight. Continue.
Breathe. Look at me. You all right?
Think about what you're doing. Steam it. Don't walk into anything. It's gonna be dangerous.
Listen, you've switched off. What you're doing. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on, you've let him back into this. You're better than this kid. Go back out there
and box. Are you okay?
Take your time. Good, you got. Good. Uh-oh, he's gone. He's gone.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Okay, now you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round. Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together.
Let's do it. to me.
Look at me! Look at me!
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Welcome to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia as we are live during Riyadh season at the Kingdom Arena. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd always a...
Tyson Fury. He's so big and yet so light on his feet. No one moves around the ring quite like this man. Up against them,
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the...
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see. We're expecting an all-action slugfest. Those counter punches have to hurt. What a punch. Ice Cold has been knocked out. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Are you okay? You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. And they'll be facing Ice Cold from Finland.
If this fighter knows how to use that reach, this is going to be a shot night.
The fighters are in the ring. It's time for the official introductions. Here's the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, introducing in this corner, undefeated in his campaign with a record of 20 wins, no losses, 16 wins coming by way of knockout. The renowned U.S. Olympic gold medalist and the newly crowned heavyweight champion of the world, the Louisville Lip, Muhammad Ali. Fighting out of the blue corner from Finland, wearing the white trunks with red trim, Ice Cold.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something special.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Good defense there with that left hook. And he scores with the counter. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And he fails to score with that left hook. How about that time counter shot? Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight. Oh my goodness, Johnny! Who would have thought Ali would get rattled? So he's going to take a knee here and get the mandatory 8 count.
What you see right there is a heartbroken fighter.
7, 8.
Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Well done with that counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. These two fighters are made for one another. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Every second, every minute.
And there's the bell to start round 2. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
That counter shot lands. Catch and shoot. Not a lot of defense here at all. Both men step back for just a moment. Good counter punching. Beautiful counter shot. This slugger has a unique mentality, doesn't he, Johnny? He just wants to win by knockout. He says if we go to the scorecards, it's a failure for me.
If you get in with a slugger, they want to work at their own pace. Use speed, frustrate them, take them out of their comfort zone, make them tired, trip over their own feet, get them angry.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? He threw a punch and just got countered. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
There's the bell for round 3. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And that hook misses. A perfect counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Do you believe what we are seeing? Good counter punch. Missing with the hook. Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? Nice work to avoid. Did you see that? Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. Punch, counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn. There's the bell for round 4. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
The perfect counter lands. Jab misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
That counter punch caught him clean. They exchange punches. Can't score with that jab. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Those counter punches have to hurt. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
Calm yourself down. Come on, breathe. Don't worry about that round.
Time for the 5th round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Nice counter shot. They have no respect for each other's punching power. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Do you believe what we're seeing? The straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout with that.
Let's start the 6th. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You'd like to see more jabs. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Missing with the hook. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's a counter shot. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Nice counter punch. That counter shot lands. The straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner.
You're much better than that guy.
Here comes round 7. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Swing and a miss with that hook. Punch, counter punch. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? And finally, Muhammad Ali goes down. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your glove.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
Better than that guy. You've let him back into the fight.
Great work. I love that. I love that. That chap's slick.
There's the bell to start round 8. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
We're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
No rest for the weary. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That counter shot lands. At some point, the corner has to say you're done. And down goes ice cold. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight?
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round ones. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.
Look at this venue. What a remarkable scene for hopefully what will be a remarkable fight. We are live at PACQUIAO Bay. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's time for our tale of the tape. First up, Ice Cold. And he'll be taking on Muhammad Ali. He stands 6'3" tall with a 78-inch reach.
Brawlers are a nightmare. You've got to be strong and fit. Use that long reach. Use that long jab. Do it that way. You'll be safe all night.
Up first, Ice Cold from Finland. Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time. Watch the footwork. Watch the hands.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Finland. Wearing the white trunks with red trim. Ice Cold. Fighting out of the blue corner.
A lot of pre-match drama, and they will settle their score under the sun here in this outdoor venue.
It's hard. You've got to concentrate, preserve that energy, because when the heat's on you and you get hit, that's double heat.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. There's a counter shot. That uppercut doesn't get through. That counter shot lands. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Those counter punches have to hurt. No rest for the weary. This fighter doesn't just want to win by knockout. They want to do it early so they can get out of here.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali. Oh, no. Ali is down. And in this replay, you can see it. That body punch folded him like a lawn chair.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. And finally, Muhammad Ali goes down. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot. No one's standing up to that one.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, want to fight.
Well, he's got Bambi legs walking back to the corner, but he's still in it.
There's always a way back. Don't ever run anybody off.
Switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind back on the job. And then
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab is slick.
to get your focus back. Get your jab back.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Beautiful counter shot. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
It's a flat-footed fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front of you, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off, make the ring small. Put them on the back foot. Put them under pressure.
Catch and shoot. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Nice counter shot. Another scoring shot there. It all comes down to what you can do on the inside.
You cannot beat a good old-fashioned long jab. Nobody can get past that.
Beautiful counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, make it look so easy.
Just boxing, be smart, get your shots.
Nice round, good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man.
It's only one round that you lost. Don't worry about it. Right.
Shots, keep smart. Just the same again. Don't change too much.
Take the round off and win the round on your jab. And breathe when you're stepping about, all right? Good. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You're letting back.
Sticking a few body shots in there. Vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you
behind the basics. Get your jab back, get your rhythm back, and then we'll
back in nice. Those 1-2 straights down the middle. Can't miss him. Great.
Back in. Now it's going to be a tougher fight because he's going to be confident. I want you to...
Don't be looking there for one shot at a time.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get...
Gathering your pace.
There's the bell to start round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Straight right just misses. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? The greatest! Muhammad Ali is down. Do you believe it? That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Give me your glove.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Nope, that uppercut does not score. The straight right just misses. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep...
Come on.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
And he scores with the counter. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. They are giving us a high-tempo show. How about that time counter shot? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Halfway through the round, holding it right there. So much for defensive abilities. That was the moment.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Is this the beginning of the end? Big shot, and down goes Ali. And there's no doubt about it, as we see it again, that body shot did them in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
It happened. You saw it here live. We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
And Smokin' Joe. Up against them, Ice Cold from Finland.
Just take note. Look at the reach. Look how much they're giving away in this fight.
Well, we're all set. Let's go into the ring for the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, the Olympic gold medalist from Beaufort, South Carolina, the Hall of Famer from the golden era of...
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
Which fans are going to...
Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman, a true legend. A perfect counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. A perfect counter lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right just misses. Punch, counter punch. And he scores with the counter. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Good counter punching. Got out of the way of that right hook. This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside, and just banging and banging and banging.
You are fighting the swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have one.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always come. It's Frazier in trouble. Down goes Joe Frazier.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you continue?
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown... up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Nice counter shot. That counter shot lands. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Throws the uppercut but misses. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Sluggers just want to mow you down. They want to walk straight through as though you do not exist. You've got to be fit for this one.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Beautiful counter shot. That punch landed. Well done with that counter shot. Good counter punch. How about that time counter shot? Can't find a home with that jab. There's a counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You can't...
Okay, I'm happy. I like...
There's the bell for round 3. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on the end. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. bombs away. Nice counter shot. They exchange punches. That right punch is blocked. Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. Catch and shoot. Nice counter. That left hook missed. He threw a punch and just got countered. That hook doesn't score. Can't find a home for that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
Get back out there and win the round.
Yes, I like that round. Good round.
Here we go to the fourth round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Beautiful counter punch. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. The straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
Nice counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He blocks the jab. Good counter punching. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be...
Back into the fray here in round 5. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
A perfect counter shot. Nice job getting that punch through. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have the quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
perfect counter lands. Do you believe what we are seeing? Nice counter shot. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Catch and shoot. And he scores with the counter. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Great round, great round. Now relax. Good work. Back into the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better.
You can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great.
In this round, I need you to get back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back. Get your focus back. Get that jab back. Just box in. Be smart. Just get
Give him any free shots. Keep smart. You were thinking.
Right. It's only one round that you've lost. Don't.
Power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away.
Fight, dear. Come on. You've let him back into this. You're better than this, kid.
Just get him on the end of the jab. You're getting your time in.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action.
Right.
Let's in there. Vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you out. Great work.
There's the bell to start round 6. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jabs, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. And this fight is over.
Are you all right? You're out of there.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory. That is, Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.
His Excellency Turki Al Sheikh is ringside for this massive event here tonight at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Alongside me, first up, Ice Cold from Finland. This is Muhammad Ali.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Finland. Wearing the white trunks with red trim. Ice Cold. Fighting out of the blue corner. Introducing in this corner, undefeated in his campaign with a record of 20 wins, no losses, 16 wins coming by way of knockout. The renowned U.S. Olympic gold medalist and the newly crowned heavyweight champion of the world, the Louisville Lip, Muhammad Ali.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
This is one of my favorite venues.
All right.
Get the right fight, you got a
rules.
night of fun.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one.
Good luck.
And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Good counter punch. Defense is not an option for these two. The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. The greatest. Muhammad Ali is down. Do you believe it?
1, 2, 3, 4. Come to me.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Beautiful counter shot. Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back in. Did you see that? If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. And finally, Muhammad Ali goes down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Borderline disastrous round, but he's still on his feet.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
Now he's going to go back out there and lose the match.
And there's the bell for round 2. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? Oh, no! Ali is down!
1, 2, 3.
Clearly his opponent was too much for him, and he's thrown in the towel. And that is that. They surrender. This is over. Good evening. We are live from one of the world's most beautiful arenas. This is Falcor Bay. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's the Bronze Bomber, fighting out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, the former heavyweight champion of the world. And here comes...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, an Olympic bronze medalist from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a hard-hitting, sensational knockout artist, and a WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Easton, Pennsylvania, here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Easton Assassin, introducing Larry Holmes.
And of course, we fight outside today, Johnny, and that's going to put a little extra strain on both of these fighters' conditioning.
You can't beat a good old-fashioned rivalry. When there's guts, when there's feeling, when there's heart involved, that's when you get a good fight, one-on-one.
Under the bright light, many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Threw the uppercut, but did not score. The perfect counter lands. And he scores with the counter. Good counter punching. Straight right, just misses. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That hook doesn't score. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter. Beautiful counter shot. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
So Todd, let me explain to you. We are outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting, fighter on fire.
Those counter punches have to hurt. That left uppercut doesn't score. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it couldn't be the sweetest sound.
Come on, you've let him back in the fight.
And there's the bell for round 2. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Trying to land that jab. Just missed with that hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Maybe I'm crazy, Johnny, but this slugger's game plan appears to be hit me in the face as many times as you want, and right when you get tired of it, I'm going to catch you with a counter and knock you out.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter shot. Just misses with the right uppercut. This fight has a real good flow to it. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
That's all they don't.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter punch caught him clean. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. This is a high-octane battle. They exchange punches. That counter shot lands. Well done with that counter shot. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? A perfect counter shot. The jab doesn't quite connect. Punch, counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know. Here we go to the 4th round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Nice job getting that punch through. Catch and shoot. How about that time counter shot? Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Nice counter shot. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
There's a counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
It's a tough fight.
And there's the bell for round 5. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. And he misses with that jab. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Good counter punch. Nice counter punch. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Catch and shoot. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently? Here we go in the 6th round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter shot. Good counter punching. So much for boxing. This is a fight. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That jab misses. Those counter punches have to hurt. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Beautiful counter shot. Tried to score with the uppercut. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage. There's the bell to start round 7. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, If it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Punch, counter punch. Couldn't land that jab. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And he just missed with that left jab. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Nice counter. Can't score with that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
You cannot get...
There's the bell to start round 8. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
How about that time counter shot? When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there. I'm Todd Grisham, and welcome inside the Lighthouse Theater, and what a night it's going to be. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Up first, Ice Cold. And he'll face Frank True Brit Bruno, 6'3", with an 82-inch reach.
You've got power.
First up, Ice Cold from Finland. Frank True Brit Bruno, a unique and charismatic heavyweight fighting out of England.
It'll be ding-ding from first bell. They're off.
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official introduction.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Finland. Wearing the white trunks with red trim. Ice Cold. Fighting out of the blue corner from London, England, a European champion and a heavyweight champion of the world, Frank Bruno.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
I love this arena. I dream of places like this. I dream of fights like this. I dream of atmospheres like this. But it could only happen here.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. Beautiful counter punch. That counter shot lands. Not a lot of defense here at all. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter. So much for boxing. This is a fight. This is the biggest moment of his life. Can he seize it? Can he take control and put Frank Bruno out? And the big heavyweight Bruno is down. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Listen to me. Are you okay?
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Need to pick things up here in this. Hold it right there! Bruno, and that'll do it as Bruno goes to the canvas. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you all right?
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
The corner needs to...
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Is there any way back into this fight after the beating he has taken so far?
They believe their fighter...
Switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind back on.
And there's the bell for round 2. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How?
Whoa, Johnny! Bruno not answering, and the True Brit goes down. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're out!
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.